Hello, Ridgefield, and welcome to the 2022 State of the City. I am Mayor Jennifer Lindsay, and I'm excited to be connecting with everyone to let you know what is happening in your hometown. You might be thinking to yourself, this isn't the same mayor as last year, and you'd be right. After serving for the past 3 years as a city councilor, in January, the Ridgefield City Council appointed me to be our city's next mayor. And I'm not the only change on city council. Over the summer, we appointed 2 new councilors that you will be meeting later on in the video. Change seems to be the only constant lately, whether it's changes in the mask mandates, virtual versus in-person worker learning, or rising and falling COVID numbers. We have all had a lot to deal with over the last few years. We are all dealing with different things in different ways. But one of the uplifting things to come out of COVID is the way the Ridgefield community has found ways to come together. It doesn't matter if you've lived here for a few months, years, or decades. Ridgefield is your hometown, and many of you have found ways to support your neighbors. Whether you put out a bag of food every other month for the Green Bag Project, supported our local businesses with the Buy Local and Save program, or attended Ridgefield Main Street's wildly successful Oktoberfest, we have all found ways to rally around each other and connect. Connecting with our neighbors is what makes Ridgefield such a special place. As a city council, it is important for us to be connected with the community as well. COVID has created challenges for engaging with our citizens, but we have learned new ways to connect with each other. We want everyone to feel welcome, valued, and heard so that every person, whether they're a long-time or new resident, feels that Ridgefield is their home. We're emphasizing community engagement with new tools like Ridgefield Roundtable that allows residents to give online input on everything from what types of trees we should have in downtown to future infrastructure projects like the South Ridgefield I-5 access. Also, to encourage citizen participation, all our city council meetings are now both in person and accessible remotely. It is an exciting time to be in Ridgefield. As I said earlier, change is the only constant. And unless you've been living under a rock lately, you know that there's a lot of change going on in Ridgefield. So enjoy the 2022 State of the City as your Ridgefield City Council takes you through everything that is happening in your hometown. And now let's hear from one of our newest council members, Councilor Rachel Coker, about what's happening in the city with parks.
Thanks, Jen. This year, several projects are underway to provide a variety of community parks and open spaces for all members of the community to enjoy. Perhaps the most requested and anticipated feature of the past couple years will begin construction in late summer, the splash pad at Overlook Park. Council has selected a design theme that ties the splash pad into the wildlife refuge it overlooks and surrounding volcanoes, including Mount St. Helens. Design will be completed soon, and once permitting is complete, construction will begin, which is planned for July or August. The splash pad itself will be flat, so when the water isn't running, the space can be used for other purposes, like an event space. The water within the splash pad will be recycled, and there will be seating and interpretive panels with artwork around the outside of the splash pad. Master planning is underway for the area adjacent to the existing dog park to become a larger refuge park. Located at the entrance to the auto tour route at the National Wildlife Refuge, the design for this space will be selected in March to prepare for construction beginning this fall. There's been engagement from Ridgefield residents on the Ridgefield Roundtable platform, as well as in in-person outreach events over the past year. Residents have shared opinions on how the space could be used and features they'd like to see. The most popular features identified were walking trails, playground space, picnic shelters, nature areas, a community orchard, and a forest park. Stay tuned for final designs coming soon. Nature parks have been high on the list of interest from residents, and in 2021, we held 3 volunteer days down at Abrams Park to construct the Onslow Nature Play area. This area of the park incorporates the existing surrounding landscape and natural materials instead of cookie-cutter metal and plastic structures. In 2022, construction of the Nature Play area will continue with volunteer efforts. The first workday is planned for Saturday, April 2nd, and volunteers ages 7 and up can register on the city's website to help build this park. Just west of Pioneer Village on the south side of Pioneer is a large open space called Horns Corner Park. Master planning is underway for this space, and similar to Refuge Park, Ridgefield residents engaged with the city on Ridgefield Roundtable and shared opinions on both the name and desired features for this space. Among the top suggested features were parking, a restroom, focus on inclusive play, a picnic shelter, outdoor fitness, and a boardwalk. Plans for Horns Corner will be moving forward in March, so Phase 1 design can begin immediately to prepare for construction in the fall. This is an exciting year for our parks. Thank you, Ridgefield, for sharing your ideas and opinions to help bring these beautiful spaces to life. Now we're going to hear from Ron about our trails.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. I'm really excited about the trails that we're going to have in and around Ridgefield. The first one is G Creek Trail. Construction was recently completed on the segment of trail between Abrams and Heron Drive. Landscaping and benches were installed along the trail and a lighted pedestrian crossing was placed at Heron Drive. The city has received FLAP grant funds to continue the trail to the north and will be beginning design this year. Construction is planned for 2024 or 2025. The Smythe Trail. Kemper Grove project is constructing trail segment west of 32nd Avenue currently. We are working with the McCantas on the segment between Kemper Grove and Ryman Road. The next one is Mayor's Meadow. This trail segment will connect to the Smythe Road Trail, continue west across G Creek to the G Creek Trail. We are currently completing an alternative analysis to determine possible routes. After the council selects a route in April, full design will begin. Another trail is the Hillhurst Multimodal Trail. This trail will connect to the existing trail in front of the high school, connect along Wishing Wells northwest to Sevier Road, providing safe multimodal access along Hillhurst. In addition to these projects, connector and local trails are being built as part of developments including Kemper Grove, Ridgefield Heights, and View Ridge Hollow. As part of Connecting Ridgefield, the council is dedicating themselves to building 1 mile of trails every single year. Now I'm going to introduce to you Lee Wells, who's going to talk to you about streets and infrastructure.
Thank you, Ron. The city is investing in infrastructure for the growth that is happening in our community.
One of our projects is Royal Road Roundabout at Wells Drive, south to 19th, under construction and planned for completion this summer. Grant funds for the segment from Wells North to existing improvements received and under design for the 2023 construction. Segments from 19th South to Hillhurst under design and seeking funds for that project. Pioneer Street East. Design is complete and we are in the process of acquiring right-of-way for the project. We're planning to go to bid in March or April for June construction. South 35th Extension. We'll be completing planning work this year for connecting the two segments of 35th Place across the creek to improve transportation connectivity to the G Creek Plateau. Pioneer Street widening. This project will widen Pioneer to 2 lanes in each direction with a center turn lane and a planted median strip. Design is underway and is scheduled to be completed in the summer. The council would like to give the voters of the city of Ridgefield a thank you for passing a 0.2% increase in the sales tax in Ridgefield to fund the pavement preservation program. Starting in 2022, we'll transition from vehicle license fees paid only by residents with vehicles to sales tax paid by everyone who shops in Ridgefield and uses Ridgefield streets. With the funds generated, the city will be completing slurry seals of Cedar Ridge, Columbia Hills, and Hillhurst neighborhoods, and repaving of Union Ridge Parkway this summer.
Now let's hear from Rob what's going on in downtown Ridgefield.
Thanks, Lee. With its history, small-town charm, and unique shops and eateries, downtown is the heart of Ridgefield. Individuals, small businesses, and the city have continued to invest in downtown throughout the pandemic. New small business success in downtown includes Carts by the Park, which provides food pod space and is home to the world-famous Sugar's Barbecue and Little Conejo. The Old Library Inn and the Pioneer Street Cafe and Bakery and Ridgefield Craft Brewing may be new but already enjoy growing support among the community. Soon to open is the 137-year-old Little White Church, which will become the Neighborhood Refuge. This historic church is being thoughtfully remodeled by longtime Ridgefield residents. Also watch for the opening of the Ridgefield Mercantile Vintage Store on Pioneer Street. Our downtown businesses benefit from support from city programs and Ridgefield Main Street. These can include facade improvements, Main Street Moolah, downtown events, shop local programs, grants, and other resources that have helped keep the doors open during the pandemic. The Pioneer Street overpass was completed in October of 2021, providing a crucial connector between downtown and the waterfront. The 40-acre port property is zoned for mixed-use development. Mixed-use plans from 10 years ago have expired, but with new port leadership comes a new opportunity to envision and plan the future of the waterfront. The screens on the new Pioneer Overpass and the overpass at I-5 will have artwork representing our community and the refuge. The Cowlitz tribe donated money to help pay for the art. Every year, downtown comes alive with events in the summertime, including First Saturday themed events. Each month, you'll find events such as the May Spring Festival, which includes the opening of the Farmers Market, the Garden Club Plant Sale, the RAA Annual Art Show, and the Maypole Dance, to name a few. New this year, Meet Me on Wednesday invites the community to walk a different route each week and then enjoy a lunch or coffee at one of the local eateries. For the second year, Musicians in the Park at Overlook Park on Wednesdays at noon will be starting June 15th. Check out the city's Facebook page and website to find out more. When you're out enjoying downtown, don't forget about the refuge. The John Hudson Trail connects downtown Ridgefield to the Carter Unit on the Ridgefield National Wildlife Refuge. Construction began on the multi-purpose building in 2020 and is expected to open later this year. The building will replace the existing Refuge Administration Office, which is a portable, and enhance the ability to serve visitors to the refuge. The refuge has remained open to the public during construction. And now we're going to hear from Judy on public and private sector growth here in Ridgefield.
Thanks, Rob. Growth is coming to Ridgefield. Some of you expressed concern about it, and while we can't stop the growth, we can certainly plan for it. Through partnerships, development code, and planning, the city is ensuring that services, education, and amenities accompany the growth. First, I'll talk about the school district. Site planning has begun for a new building on the Ridgefield High School campus. The focus on vocational education, including a metals lab and classrooms, will increase campus capacity by 275 students and 11 staff. The new elementary school that's planned on North 10th Street has the site plan, engineering, and building approval. The capacity will be for approximately 550 students. The bond failure has put this on hold for now. Hopefully, a bond will pass in the near future and we'll be able to move ahead with this new grade school. Clark College is coming to Ridgefield. The site planning has begun for Phase 1 of Clark College on the Boschma Farms campus. 70,000 square foot of advanced manufacturing center will include a shop, classrooms, labs, and study areas. It'll be located on Pioneer Street east of 65th Avenue. We have lots of new neighborhoods and amenities. We have new neighbors moving into 10 new neighborhoods in 2021 and 7 in 2022. The city is doing their part to help assure quality neighborhoods and services for new residents. The city is also preserving natural resources by requiring that 25% of each of the new neighborhoods be reserved for parks and open space with trails that connect to surrounding areas. The new Discovery Ridge and Pioneer Village area form the commercial hub at Pioneer and Royal. Some of the new businesses there include a Papa Murphy's, a Hidden Oasis Salon, Anytime Fitness, Proactive Physical Therapy, and a new Riverview Community Bank. Other new businesses in Ridgefield include Wood Fiber, Prairie Electric, Camp Bow Wow, as well as several other businesses. Site planning is also underway for a Les Schwab, which will be located on port property behind Rosars. The Ridgefield Chamber of Commerce has been a great partner in welcoming all of these new businesses. And now Jen, our new mayor, is coming to share with you.
Thanks, Judy. Hey everyone, Mayor Jen here again, and I have some exciting news to share with you. I don't know if you've heard, but Ridgefield is getting its very own YMCA. In 2016, the Ridgefield City Council worked with the YMCA of Columbia-Willamette to do a feasibility study for our city. This study set wheels in motion for a future Ridgefield Y. Thanks in part to a $250,000 allocation of funds from the Washington State Legislature, the city was able to start the work on site planning and design. Not only is it going to be a beautiful building full of windows and natural light, the YMCA is also going to be designed and built with sustainability in mind. Our facility will have a fitness area, a pool, and a full-size gym. The YMCA will be located on the north side of Pioneer Street, across from the east end of Discovery Ridge. The city is working on building the infrastructure to handle the increased vehicular and multimodal traffic. A new roundabout will be constructed on Pioneer Street to provide access to both the YMCA and into Discovery Ridge. Additionally, the Ridgefield Trail Network will be integrated into the site. To introduce themselves to the community, the YMCA will be hosting a variety of week-long kid camps this June through August, and will include topics like cooking, art, fitness, and Legos. Our YMCA is projected to open its doors in 2024, and it's going to be the best one in the county. Thank you for joining us for Ridgefield's 2022 State of the City. As you can see, there is a lot going on in Ridgefield. Our town is constantly changing, whether it's a new park, a new trail, new friends, new businesses, or a new YMCA. I encourage all of our residents to be involved and engaged to make your hometown the best city it can possibly be. There are so many opportunities to get out and get connected. We have community events like First Saturdays at Overlook Park, Friday Night Lights at the high school, and Hometown Celebration in December. Additionally, we have groups for any interests you might have, like the Lions Club, the Gleaners, the Ridgefield Art Association, the Garden Club, and Ridgefield Chamber of Commerce, and so many more. I hope I get to see all of you soon out and about enjoying your hometown. Take care, Ridgefield.